I'll admit it's been a little bit of a busy busy uh, uh, past, say, several weeks. A lot has been going on. Um, Maybe not all of it has been wholly positive, I would say. Some of it has been a little bit rough, but most of it, I should say, is very, very positive indeed. And I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know I have some big news, very, very big news. It's kind of very exciting, and it might change the the contours of the YouTube channel somewhat. And so I'm uh, but nothing too, I don't think, earth-shatteringly different. But it's this: I and my family later this year will be moving to the United States. My current job in Tokyo, my current employer has uh, I think, very generously and very kindly made arrangements for me to work in the United States and at the relevant US locations. And so that means that due to circumstances relating to my job here, currently I'm working in Tokyo, but due to such circumstances, I'm going to be, in essence, relocated. I will be relocated to the United States. So my family and the entire family and I will be moving to the United States later this year. And while there isn't a concrete date set, we will be, generally speaking, moving, perhaps most likely, around July 2023. So by my count, that is about 3 months from now. So from 3 months from now, we will be moving to and thus living in the United States. And according to some of the details, I understand that we will be living in the United States for, again, I can't foresee the future. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But if things all go according to plan, then we will be there for maybe about 2 to 3 years. After which, the idea or the plan is to then come back and move back to Tokyo. So we're living in Tokyo, we'll move to the United States, but then we'll move back here to Tokyo. So I'm not a US citizen, so I can't, I can't live in the United States for an extended period of time without visa, relevant visa. And so those sorts of matters are currently being very, very kindly taken care of. So once those matters are taken care of, then I'll be in the United States for about 2 to 3 years. The place that we will be moving to is Los Angeles. So from July 2023, and again, if all goes according to plan, for about 2 to 3 years from July 2023 onwards, I will start my videos with greetings from Los Angeles. I'm going to have to get used to that because I like to say greetings from Tokyo. You know, greetings from Tokyo has a nice ring to it. I don't know, but greetings from Los Angeles. I don't know. Maybe greetings from LA. I don't know, something like that. But in any event, my family and I will be moving to, and we will be living in Los Angeles for about 2 to 3 years, starting from around the summer this year. So not very far away. So 3 months or so, which is not. It goes by very quickly. To quote the usual suspects, like that, it's gone. It's like that. So very exciting. I must admit that this is I count myself very fortunate to be in these circumstances, and I am very excited. Of course, it's the opportunity to be able to continue with my work is, of course, very important to me. Of course, it's the way for me to support my family, and of course to support my family and myself, and also to be able to go, what's the phrase, go stateside, and to live in on the west coast of the United States. I have visited Los Angeles on a very limited number of occasions in my life earlier, when I was much younger, but I have never ever lived in Los Angeles, let alone lived anywhere along the west coast of the United States. I have lived on the East Coast, but I have not lived ever on the West Coast. So this is going to be, in many ways, a new chapter, a new adventure for me. While I'm filled with a certain degree of maybe trepidation and maybe a little bit of sadness, that little bit of sadness is overwhelmed by a sense of excitement and joy at the possibilities of what could be. So, very exciting stuff indeed. Now, I'm very excited too for a number of other things. I mean, it's an opportunity for my family, my kids in particular. I hope, especially with all this stuff that's been happening with in the world with the pandemic, and very restricted travel and the like. It's taken, I know, a huge toll on everyone. Everyone's taken a big hit with this over the past few years. And so this is hopefully maybe one way of maybe trying to maybe make it up to my kids, because I wasn't able to show them the world during the last few years, but now hopefully I'll be able to do so, and I'll be able then, after everything's said and done, and after many other things have come and gone, and perhaps in my on my deathbed, my final living, breathing moments, I'll be able to say, yes, I was able to give my family that opportunity. So that's very exciting for me. But also on maybe a personal level, and from a film fan point of view, it'll be exciting to go to Los Angeles. It'll be exciting to go to this place and visit these. And also too, I'm very excited too, because it's nearby to a lot of other places along the West Coast. I was speaking, maybe a month or so ago about Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. But if you just go up the coast, you can go to Twin Peaks tours, or San Francisco. I was just talking the other day about going to San Francisco and wanting to visit. One of my dreams is to go, not just to do the Vertigo tour, visit all the sites in and around San Francisco relating to the film Vertigo, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. But I always wanted to go to see, get a nice view of the Golden Gate Bridge, and maybe have a little toy blimp, and then play out the one of the key scenes from the film A View to a Kill, the James Bond film from 1985. So I'm very excited about that possible opportunity, and of course many other things too, like will this be the time where I will finally, at long last, be able to participate in a Barnes & Noble Criterion sale? Will I be able to go to a Barnes & Noble in person and shop during the Criterion sale? I hope so. I hope the Criterion sales, the Barnes & Noble sales, continue to go on at least for the next 2 to 3 years, at least starting from this year. But if things are the way they have been over the past few years, then maybe, yes, this will be my opportunity to go to a Barnes & Noble in person and purchase things at the sale. I have gone to a Barnes & Noble during sales in the past, but they have been very few and far between in terms of those opportunities. So it'll be nice to be able to go there. Also to Criterion Flash Sale. There's a Criterion Flash Sale recently. I'll be able, and also to purchase things from the Criterion website directly. I always wanted one of those mugs I was one on one of those Criterion mugs, so maybe I'll get or Janus Films mugs or something. So I'll be able to get one of those and drink my coffee out of that. So very exciting stuff. So and also if the opportunity you know provides itself, I'll be able to go to these movie theaters, these very famous movie theaters in Los Angeles. There are so many. I've never been able to go, but I've read up on a number of them. So be able to wonderful thing to be able to go to these movie theaters and watch these classics and contemporary and recent releases on the movie theaters. And who knows, maybe we might, for those who are in the area, we might be able to meet in person. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool if we happen to be at the same movie theater screening somewhere in Los Angeles, you and I? And oh yeah, hey, hi, I know you. I know. We maybe sit near each other, and afterwards we can go into the lobby and talk about the film that we just saw or something. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that really be cool to be able to go and watch a movie theater, or not watch a movie? I guess I could sit in front of or I could stand in front of a movie theater and watch it. That would be really cool because of the architecture and design. But I'm thinking, go into the movie theater and watch the movie, and so that would be very exciting. Very exciting stuff. So. It's going to be a little bit busy, I admit, maybe in preparation for things to come. So, but I consider myself, so the next few months will be a little bit busy, but I consider myself very, very fortunate. And I have a lot of people to thank. But in the context of this YouTube channel, I think what that means is, yes, I will, my plan is to continue to do the YouTube channel while I am overseas, and set it up and everything like that. But it'll be Greetings from LA, at least for 2 to 3 years, starting from later this year. So, and if the opportunity presents itself, excuse me, not prevents, but presents, if the opportunity presents itself, then I'd love the chance to be able to meet some of you in person. I have met some people in person before, those who have been here in Japan, but never the opposite direction. And so now it's that opportunity. Oh, wow. That would be so cool if maybe I just had a casual chat in like a coffee shop or something like that. And or maybe out in a park or something and just talk talk about movies. Oh, it'd be so cool. So cool. But anyway, that's the news. That's news. But in the meantime, I'm still in here in Tokyo. Well, we are here in Tokyo, but it'll be a big move starting later this year. So that's the news. That's the news. But I'll still keep doing the channel as much as I can, because I want to keep this alive and thriving. This channel is a very, very important part of my life. It has become a very important part of my life because among many things, or among many reasons, one of which being it has given me the opportunity to meet people such as yourself. And I feel so honored and fortunate and blessed to be able to say that I've been able to meet you. And not only that, you have always, well, not, I don't want to say always, but you have been so, well, yes, always. What am I saying? Yes, you always have been so generous with your kindness and attention and your support and friendships, and not just with me, but with each other. And it really warms my heart, whenever I'm feeling a bit down, or when I'm feeling a bit knocked out, you always come and lift me up. And you don't have to do that, right? You're not obligated to do that. It's your time is precious. You are very busy people, but you take time out of your very busy days to stop by here and say hello and the like. So, and then lift me up when I need a bit of cheering up. And so this YouTube channel is very important to me for a number of reasons. One very important reason being that it's given me the opportunity to be able to meet you. And so if this move provides yet further opportunities to be able to get to know you even more, and perhaps, who knows, maybe see some of you in person, live, as it were. That will make me very happy indeed. So that's one thing. Also, this channel has been very, very important to me because it has given me the opportunity to express myself in a way that I have never been able to express myself before. I'm not, I'm not the deepest wellspring when it comes to intelligent comments. I'm not the most persuasive or observant person in the world. Far from it. I have my ideas. I know, are very shallow and very kind of, um, almost like kind of maybe trite in a lot of ways. My observation skills at observations are very, very blunt and quite dull. So, but that being said, this channel has been giving me the opportunity every single time to be able to just say what it is I want to say, or express what it is I want to express. And all these things that have been bubbling up for years, they've been piling up in my just inside me. Things I just wanted to say, all those movies I've seen, to be able at last to be able to say something about them. Without this channel, I wouldn't be able to say anything about movies in this way. It would just all be kind of bottled up inside me. But what this channel affords me is the opportunity to uncork that bottle and to let some of this out. And so I find that very. I'm very touched that I'm given that opportunity to do so. I'm very fortunate that I'm given that opportunity to do so, and also that people would be willing to sit down and keep on watching the YouTube channel or the live stream when I'm saying things that are quite silly or off the mark. So I want to say thank you so much for giving me that opportunity every single time to be able to express myself in this way. I can't tell you enough as how much it has mattered to me, how much it has meant to me, and how much it continues to mean to me, such that despite the change in environment, and despite the different country that I'll be in, still I want to continue this. We'll be in the same, so I'm very excited about this. So thank you so much for that. I don't know what I'll be doing. I mean, outside of my work hours, and of course taking care of my family, and just trying what do I do? Like, and just thinking about the idea. Wow, I'll be able to buy Criterions without having to think about shipping. Or I can go. That's like mind-boggling to me. Or I'll be able to go to, I don't know, the Shout Factory, Scream Factory websites, and be able to buy something, including a poster or something like that. I've never been able to contemplate that because it's never been that possible. Or oh gosh, or what else? What else will we be able to do? Like oh wow, gosh, so many things. Be able to watch, I don't know, like the Oscars live on TV or something. That'll be so cool. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Many things. Very exciting. Very, very exciting stuff. Yeah. So, but still, it's still greetings from Tokyo for the next 3 months. And then 2 to 3 years after we move back from the US. So, but that's it. So if anyone's in Los Angeles, or anyone's in the Los Angeles area, drop me a line. Reach out to me. The best way to reach out to me is Instagram. I'm on Instagram at daisuke-beppu4. So you can reach out to me. Let me know if you have any recommendations, place to recommend. In fact, I made a video maybe last week or something, asking for recommendations for LA movies. And the reason, well, one of the reasons is because this thing I've known about this for some time now, but I didn't want to say anything until we got a little bit closer, until everything was kind of more or less happening. So And so I'm at that point now. So, but yes, LA movies. If you have any more, I got a lot of people said many great. All the comments were great. All the suggestions were great for LA movies. But for example, I think the one that got maybe one of the most mentioned. I didn't do a concrete count, but I'm just saying, just generally speaking, I got the impression that the film that got the most attention was perhaps To Live and Die in LA. So great choice. That's, I think, coming out on 4K soon, right? Or is it not? Is it May or something like that? I don't know. But and also that means too the Pasolini 101 set. I won't order that. I'll wait until I move to the U.S. and purchase it in a store. So that's the Pasolini set from Criterion that's going to be scheduled for release later this year. I think it's in June, right? So I won't be able to order it because I don't know. I don't want to risk ordering the Pasolini set, which is going to be released in June, but because of the size and dimensions, I don't know how long it'll take to get to Tokyo. Who knows? Maybe it'll arrive, but by that time I'll have already moved out. So I don't want to risk any of that. I don't want to have some. I don't want to have some random Pasolini 101 Criterion set floating somewhere in Tokyo while I'm on a different continent. But anyway,